Sure. So I'm Jesse Dallery. I'm a professor at the University of Florida. I have a wife and two kids, a 4-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter. So I started in March of 2015. What my initial frustrations that led me to seek coaching? I think initially it was a lot of technique, wanting to do better in terms of technique and prevent injury, make sure I was doing it right. So I think that was my main motivation. One time I was doing martial arts, and I kind of felt like I wasn't growing as much in martial arts, so I wanted to try something new, something that would challenge me and push my limits, kind of get outside of my comfort zone a little bit, and that's what did it. Did I have any reservations before starting? I think so. I think initially it was a little intimidating. I think there's a false stereotype about CrossFit training that you have to be a serious athlete to start, and I discovered that wasn't true. You can be at any level and succeed, and it's really much more about sort of where you're at and growing from there. So my reservation was really unfounded. So the benefits physically and mentally, well, physically I would say I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life, and almost faster than I've ever been in my life. And I feel just better, just day-to-day movement, getting around. I feel more connected and aware of my body. So there's probably more physically that I could go into, but mentally I think as well. And I think this is true of a lot of the exercises I've done in my life, and this kind of taps into that. The idea that initially you can't do something, but then you discover you can. And that kind of growth mentally is just so meaningful. And so now I kind of don't think about saying I can't, I think about I haven't yet, but within reason. I mean, there's certain things I'm never going to do, but so I think that kind of growth mentality is part of this training that's really awesome. How did the training at Lead help me attain those results? Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the programming, good programming, good coaching, great support from other athletes here at Lead. Both in terms of watching how people do exercises. I like to see examples of how people do it, but also just kind of the emotional support, and struggling through some workouts together kind of gets me through, whereas otherwise I may take a shortcut. What's different about the Lead process that resonates with me? I think the main thing about Lead really to me is the community, the people here. The people here are great. Everyone is very approachable, low key. I think honestly the atmosphere here starts with the coaches and trickles down from there. So I think it's different because of the atmosphere created by the coaching staff and the people who are attracted to this kind of environment. Would I recommend that other people start training here? We're in a similar position to me? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I wish I had started it earlier actually. I'd known about CrossFit for a while, but there was initially sort of that intimidation factor. And once I got in here, I thought, wow, I should really have started this a lot earlier. Yeah, I wish I'd started it when I was 25 and progressed along the way, over that period of time. Yeah, I think there's really no good excuse to not come in and give it a shot at least. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So yeah, I wish I'd started earlier.